And into the north we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast. As always, it's your boy, Don the Jula, and Rotten Shotgun. Of all the gin joints in all the world, why do you have to walk into mine? Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Chan, make some noise.
What's going
What's
on,
up,
brother? How
Playboy?
you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right, man. It's hot out here.
Yeah. I wish
Yeah,
I could
man.
say the same for here, man. She's a little gloomy today. She's a little gloomy
Balmy here
today.
in Montreal.
Nice. I
Yeah,
wish,
man.
man. I wish.
I already got the AC cooking, man.
Ooh, damn.
It's this city. I'm telling you, it's like it's either brutal or you get the humidity just sucking the life out of you.
It's that damn concrete jungle you live in, bro.
Fucking right. So, what you get up to this weekend?
Friday night, just chilled at the crib here. Had a couple people over. Saturday, went out to our summer spot for the first time.
Yeah.
Went and checked out everything there, make sure everything was good. Spent a few hours there, and then came back home and chilled, man. Just kicked it. Had a fire in the backyard.
Chasing the badgers out of your trailer.
Yeah,
I said, get out of here, yeah, badgers.
yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Badger my ass. It's probably Millhouse.
How was your weekend, brother?
Excuse me. It was all right, man. Friday night was really good. Had a decent crowd out DJing. It was a good time. Excuse me. I actually started live streaming every Friday from McAllen's Pub on Sources.
I
Check
seen
it
that,
out.
bro. I seen
Every
that.
Friday
That's
I've been
dope.
live streaming. It's been pretty cool, man. It's I got to figure out a way to make it sound better, but I mean, when I watch it back, I'm like, it's a lot of fun. It's like if you don't feel like going out, click it on, man, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, no doubt, though, right?
I just gotta remember that I'm live, and like some of the shit I would say to like Petey pops into the booth, like some of the stuff I lean over to whisper to him. I don't exactly want to broadcast across the internet. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
look at that drunk fucker over there. Like, no, but
Oh
it's been a lot
man,
of fun, man. It's
that's good,
hey
dude.
man, trying
That's
to
good.
bring into the north of the world, baby.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, that
Yeah.
new spot though that they got decent people showing up and stuff, or
Hell
what?
yeah, Fridays are picking up, man.
That's
Trust me.
good, brother.
My
That's
dream
good.
is to do an emo night, so hopefully maybe on Black Friday,
That'd
which
be
would
all
make
right.
sense.
That'd be all right.
Yeah. So
Right
Friday
on, man.
was good, and then Saturday, did you catch any of the fights?
I watched just highlights, man. I actually was pretty disappointed when I found out certain events that happened prior to the fights, like the whole weigh-in thing that happened. I was like, that fight's probably not
Yeah.
going to be exciting. And then like the whole Cowboy Cerrone getting
Yeah.
sick and coming down with a virus. And I was like, oh man, like
Yeah.
I don't know. So I just checked out the highlights, bro. But I do
Yeah.
regret missing those fights.
Oh hell yeah! It was
It looked
there was a
pretty
couple
serious.
there was a couple of duds, but first of all, Oliveira make him wait. If you're the champ, right? Like you are the
Yep.
champ and you've been the champ for a while. If you can't make 155 anymore or it's gonna be too difficult, don't do it.
Like
The
you're
fight game is so much more evolved than just who has a belt. You know what I mean? There's a reason why
right.
it's called prize fighting. Put
It's
yourself in the best
crazy.
position you can. Don't
It's
look, he
crazy.
lost 70% of his purse and he got
Mhm.
stripped of the title. And he
Yeah,
whooped the guy.
he did. Yeah, he did. I know. It's crazy though because it was only like half a pound or something he was off, and they gave him an extra hour to try to lose that, and he still couldn't.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy, man.
So when you come in overweight, they give you an hour to try to lose it. But don't forget, a lot of these guys walk around at like 2 weight classes higher, and they
No,
just
I know.
dehydrate down to as low as they could possibly get,
I never
and
understood
it's
that, but okay.
dangerous.
I never understood
Well,
that, but
because once you rehydrate, it's not like you have to eat to gain the weight. Once you get the water back in you, you're gonna be 15, 17 pounds heavier than the guy on
yeah, I
fight
know.
night.
But like I've definitely seen some fighters come into smaller weight classes and just look sick. Like they just
Oh,
don't look healthy at all. You can
absolutely.
just tell they need the
That's
meat on their
why.
bones. Like,
Well, that's the thing. They all those pictures from weigh-ins, everyone looks ripped up and fucking crazy because they haven't had water in 7 days. Like,
no doubt.
yeah.
No doubt. Sitting in
Yeah.
a sauna with a garbage bag over them, just sweating it out. Like,
Oh,
come
they
on.
got spacesuits now, man. They're like made out of like
Yeah,
tire
yeah,
rubber and shit.
yeah.
Like,
No doubt. No doubt. It's
it,
crazy.
you can weigh the amount of liquid you're losing. And you look at a little freaking screen on the side of it.
It's nuts,
Yeah.
man.
So
It's
him
nuts
coming
what
in
they do.
overweight's disappointing because he put on a great show.
Yeah.
Shogun versus Ovin St. Preux, he's done.
Yes,
Not worth
done.
mentioning. Rose Namajunas versus I can't remember the girl's name, and I feel bad because she's now the champion.
Now the champ, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a great fight. They were booed
No,
most of the way through, and
like I watched
you
the
like
highlights from that and it wasn't very exciting.
well, you hope people just smash each other up, but like you're in there trying to do it strategically. They're professionals.
Yeah, it's not like the olden days, bro, where it's just go in and start swinging, right?
Yeah, and even then you had the Dan Severns and who would like, they would try to wrestle you for 25 minutes, like,
Bro, right?
you
Like
know.
open palm slap you, like,
Yeah.
jeez.
That's why Hoist Gracie was so nasty in the UFC 1, 2, and I think he won the first two and then he got hurt in 3.
With
So,
no weight classes, that
yeah.
era, yeah, insane.
Guys triple his size, but you do if you could just take him down and get an arm, they're finished.
Yeah, exactly.
They've never seen this shit before. This ain't blood sport, man.
No,
There's no roundhouse kicks out here. Like,
no. This ain't no street brawl. This ain't no
yeah.
street brawl, bro, you know?
It's not the ballet you see today with some of these flying
Yeah.
kicks and like the beauty of the striking is so smooth and yeah.
No doubt. Speaking about kicks, though, eh? You know what
Yeah,
fight I'm
well,
talking
that's
about,
where I
brother.
was getting.
You
So
know what
my,
I'm talking.
oh,
Oh,
look,
look at
man.
that. The man has aged 20 years, bro. Look at
Oh,
that.
and this guy
That's
is
20
violent
years,
as
man.
fuck too, man. Like Tony Ferguson is a violent individual, but he's just been getting rocked over and over, and this is the end of it. Like, look,
Dude,
and when
like,
you watch it in full speed,
oh,
you feel
you
bad.
just
And
see that contact happen, and he just literally instant right to sleep. Done. Before he hit the mat, he was out. He was
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Out.
So Ferguson's really good with his length, right? He's able to
Very
hit
good.
you and hurt you by being
Yes.
long. But by
Yes.
being long like he does, he said in training camp he knew that down the middle would be where he gets him. And he already
Yep.
landed an uppercut or two that hurt him, I think, at this
He
point.
did. Stung him pretty good.
Yeah. And then he knew down the middle is where it was gonna be, and then he snaps this kick. And when this kick lands, it's like you can only get highlight reel finishes out of it.
There's
Look at his
dude,
he look
that is knockout of the year right there, buddy.
yeah,
Like,
and it's May.
that's insane. Like, he
What do
literally
you
reformed his face. Like, he made him look totally different.
yeah.
Like,
He looks like Dopey from Snow White.
I've never in my life seen that before. That is just insane.
Frankie
Insane.
Edgar looked like that. I forget who it was that rocked
Oh,
him, but
that's right.
yeah, he was the
Forgot
first one.
about
But
that.
but it's only now I'm starting to see faces look like this where people are getting hit, man.
They're starting to catch it though. Like, they're starting to make sure that they're starting to see those connections, right? And they're starting to
Oh
take
yeah,
those pictures at the right time and slow down
yeah.
the video footage and shit. And just watching that foot come up and just
This is
rearrange the
why
look of his face.
this is why they
Unreal.
invented 4K is to see this monstrosity.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised he's got a jaw left, man. Like, oof, oof.
Like my daughter Haley kicks me sometimes. She's 3.5 and it hurts. I could only imagine. Look, this guy's all muscle and he's trained to do this.
Like, dude, look at that thigh, man. That boy
Yeah.
means business. He could
Look,
knock down trees with that shit, bro.
look right at his eyes. It's a 1,000 yard stare. He's just like, oh man. Anyways, Tony
Dude,
Ferguson is a fantastic fighter, but this is just
oof,
this is getting dunked on, man.
like, I don't know. Does anyone even know if this guy's okay? Did he come back awake? Like, does everyone know if he's okay or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
He was actually on the mat for quite some time. They were getting concerned, but
well, yeah, I seen
he
that. And
he
then
was fine. I'm
what's his name was
sure.
just doing flips after he won.
Oh
Just
yeah.
kept doing flips,
Well,
making
yeah,
this
that
guy
was the
feel
worst
even more
part too. He's
foolish.
like out, and Chandler doesn't even check on him. He's just doing these big
Just
freaking
doing flip after flip,
layout
bro.
backflips, and
Yeah, man. No doubt. No
yeah,
doubt.
well,
Just crazy, crazy fight, man. Crazy
hey
fight.
man. Well, this kid Chandler's no joke, and he's on his way up. So he already fought Oliveira and lost it. I believe he lost the decision, and he fought Gaethje, and I think he lost to Gaethje.
Oh, did
Anyway,
he?
so he wanted a rematch with either of them, but there's no Gaethje. Oliveira whooped him. So
Yes.
now, what do you? So he was saying, like, look, either give me a crack at the belt, whoever it is, because this fight was before the main event, right? So
Yep.
give me a crack at the belt, and if for some reason you don't think I deserve a title shot, but you're
Yeah.
nuts, he's like, there's only one guy out there, and he called out Connor, nice
I
and loud,
know.
yeah.
Fuck.
And he said, I don't care how he goes, I want you at your biggest and your nastiest. He goes, I'll fight you at 170.
Yeah,
He
man.
goes, I don't care. He goes, let's do it.
Like, this dude's got to walk around at a buck 70, buck 80 or something anyway, right?
This guy.
If not bigger.
I mean, well, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of, extra to lose. Like he's pretty much all muscle.
That's what I was thinking. True. True. Fair enough.
Maybe about 170-ish, 167-ish,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe.
Okay. Okay. Fair
I
enough.
could be completely wrong. He might be 190 and then cut. Like I could be completely wrong, but I would assume because he doesn't look like he has a lot to burn.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt. He's shredded. He's shredded.
yeah.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
at this point, this guy has knockout power in both feet, both hands. He's got acrobatics. He's got all that wild shit. If you're
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, you want the money fight, right? It's not about belts anymore.
No, for him, it's just straight money. See,
Yeah,
that's that's what a lot of these bigger name fighters are doing these
yeah,
days, like Diaz and shit. They want the money fights. Just give me the money. I'll bring in the people. You know what's gonna happen. We're gonna make the money come. Give me the money.
exactly. And
Yeah, man.
that's my biggest problem. It's like Conor McGregor wants another shot at Poirier, I guess, but like if he loses that, then what's the point of even
What's the
continuing
point?
fighting? Take
Exactly.
this other fight. Say you have a war with this guy for 3 rounds.
Hmm.
Actually, likely five, because if they fight, it's probably winner gets shot at the title for sure. If you have a
Yeah,
chance,
no doubt.
if you have a chance to go to war with this kid for 3 rounds, and you feel like you're still as good as all the new up and comers in the weight class, then fucking
Yep.
get after it, bud.
No doubt. No
Get
doubt.
after it, Connor. You know,
Yep.
all this time of him, the broken leg and this and that. We want to see spectacular violence.
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see Conor McGregor instead of this all day. I want to see him actually back it up with some fists, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want to see him stop talking the shit and actually do what he's made to do. Like get in there and beat the shit out of the dude in front of you, man. Like
He's one of the greatest of all time.
for
Like
sure, absolutely.
his impact and some of the guys he's beaten on his way.
Like
He's arguably in the top. I mean, he's probably in the top 12 conversation, maybe.
I for sure. But aren't you tired of the same old stick though? Like the same
No,
old shit where it's just
because
running your mouth, and then nothing happens, and he's on the mat. Like I'm
because
tired of that shit.
if he whoops someone's ass, you hate him even more.
I
If
don't.
he gets his ass whooped, you're happy. Either way, he provides a
Mhm.
vibe. He provides a thing. Everyone wants to see the kid with the big mouth get smacked around. And then if he
Yeah,
backs it up, it's like, wow, this guy's pretty awesome, but I can't wait
that's
for the
true.
next guy to break his head.
Fair enough. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear you on that, man.
yeah,
That makes sense. That makes
yeah.
sense.
To quote my boy Dave Dunn, I want to see spectacular violence. And
Yes.
Chandler and Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
Ferguson is not capable of spectacular violence at the current time.
I think he's gonna be out of commission for a while, bro. I don't know. I think his head's still hurting from that
I
one.
think that's it, man. I think wrap it up.
Yeah, you think
It's a
he's
sport. Well, sports where you're getting smashed in the skull.
hold on, hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Cowboy Cerrone, he's lost 6 in a row.
Hmm.
Why is he still there? Because
That's a
he
good
brings in the
question.
money. People want to see
Yeah,
this guy fight.
yeah, but he's not exactly in any real title fights.
No, but
What's
still,
the?
people like to see him fight. He's got there's a thing about him, People love him. So I guess he's
He,
got a yeah. Compared to
he's
this
in good
guy,
enough shape to go 4 or 5
true,
times a year.
true. You're right, though. You're
And
right.
at
You're right.
200K, depending on what his deal is or whatever, if
Yeah,
he could bring in a million two, by a million 2 million a year just off of
yeah.
fights,
No, for sure, for
what's
sure.
he gonna do after this is done? He's not gonna be
Nope.
a commentator or anything, not likely.
No, I
Open a
hear you.
gym and hopefully,
Yeah.
might as well keep
No,
going if you can.
fair enough. Yeah, no, you're right on that one.
Mhm.
I hear
But
you.
again, that's up to you.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
in no way am I making light of his condition before he passed, but like Muhammad Ali should have stopped.
Dude, there's many fighters right now that it's like, okay, you're done, man. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Like,
Mhm.
it's embarrassing. Your health is at risk right now. Like, give it up.
Yeah, you get
Like,
one brain,
it's
man.
I guess it's when it's all you know and you need the money. What are you gonna do? I guess, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, so I'm super excited about what's coming up, and
Hmm.
I'm super excited about the future of the UFC. There's going to be some hella scraps coming up.
Yeah, man. It's looking like it. I'm excited
Yeah,
about it too. Can't wait. Can't wait.
fucking A. So,
Yeah.
some interesting news coming out of Montreal. Well, interesting. I don't know if it's good news, I guess, but it's also bad news that the franchise has fallen to these levels. But the Montreal Canadiens, yesterday it was announced, have earned the first pick in this year's amateur draft.
Yes, they have. For the
Did you ever think we'd
sixth
be saying that?
you want to hear something crazy?
What?
If I'm correct, that is the sixth time ever in Canadian history that they have the first round pick ever.
Yep.
The last time, you want to know when the last time was?
It was in 1980.
1980. Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Fucking Doug Wickenheiser.
Doug Wickenheiser. Okay, so you found this too. I was gonna break it out as a as a sneaky little
There was
trivia
no way.
question.
There was no way I wasn't looking
Yeah,
into that and making sure that I knew what that was. Like, come on,
the
I don't remember the
Canadians.
last time. Like, I've been around. I've been a Habs fan since like birth, and I've never seen them like pick first
Well, we've
round
never been
ever.
bad enough. The Canadians have never been bad enough until
They've been
recently.
bad, but yeah, never that bad. You're right. Fair enough.
Well, when they had the 2 pick, they took, what was it, Galchenyuk?
Maybe.
And then they had the 5 pick back in like 04 or 6 or whatever when they drafted
Hmm.
Carey.
And you know what? I think
But
that
number 1 would have been Sid, right? And
I
that
think
could have changed the trajectory of the franchise.
wasn't was it Sid or Ovi?
That year was Sid.
It was, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing too, though, is that last first round pick, like first overall pick we had in 1980, was like I heard through like or through trades or something from like
Really?
previous years or some shit. So
Well, let me
they
run
didn't
off the
even
5 number 1 picks in Montreal history. Doug Wickenheiser,
Guy Lafleur,
Réjean Houle. I think it was our GM. He was an awful
Guy
GM.
Lafleur.
Yeah, Michel Plas, Gary Monahan, and of course Guy Lafleur in 71. The
Yeah.
bamboozling of the California Golden Seals.
Right?
I want to find out
For
how they pull
sure.
that off because that's greasy as all hell.
No
But
doubt. It
yeah,
was like a dirty trade. Dirty trade.
so with the number 1 pick, first of all, I got to ask, can one pick fix this team? Can
Uh
one stud be plugged in and now this team's fixed?
no,
All
no.
right.
I'm gonna say no. No.
All right.
But
Where
you
do they need the most help?
goaltending? If Carey Price decides to come back next season and he's at what he looked like during that playoff run, then
Mhm.
yeah, we stand a chance. But we also
He
need
also
goal
struggled with
scoring too,
wanting
though.
to play at all, right?
We
This
well,
season.
yes. We also need goal scoring power. And I mean, we have some young talent on the team that can do it, but we need more. We need more than one player to put in, we need some 40 goal scorers here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
All right.
kid got the capability of doing it. Like for real.
Okay.
This
So
Shane Wright kid, he's got the ability to do so.
he's the guy everyone thinks is going to go number 1, right?
Yes.
For the
Yes.
most part. And
Yes. He's
he plays for Kingston,
Kingston, Ontario.
the
Yep.
Kingston Frontenacs.
Yes, the Frontenacs, buddy.
Yeah,
Yep, absolutely.
dude, I've been working on a Caribbean accent for a long, long time. I don't think I can make Frontenac sound cool.
Nah. Nah, I don't think so either, bro. I don't think many
Anyways,
people
yeah.
can.
So this kid was on the junior team that played in the recent. Was it when was the
The
juniors?
under
Christmas time?
uh I know
Yeah, right.
yeah, yes. And
Boxing
then
Day.
yes, and then I think he's gonna play again when it happens in August because they're starting it back up in August again.
All right, excellent. And so what does this kid look like? I know nothing about him.
Uh
I only found out who he was when I saw that the Canadians were getting the number 1 pick, and then he was the name that started popping up everywhere.
he's skill, man. This kid is he's a pretty good full package deal, man. I mean, he could
Mhm,
score. He's got great vision of the ice. I've
mhm.
watched highlight reels of him recently when I found out the Habs were
Yeah,
getting the first round pick.
yeah.
I mean, this kid he's
Shane
only
Shane
played.
Shane Wright from Kingston.
Yes, Shane Ray from Kingston.
Yes.
Sorry, yes. And like, I mean, watching his highlight reels, like this kid has got a shit ton of skill, man. Like
Yeah. I
he's a
read that
beauty,
he could
man.
go both ways pretty good.
Dude,
He's
he's
got all the
fast.
size you need. There you
He's
go.
a yes, fast, big kid,
Mm.
puts up the numbers. He's only played 2 years in the OHL, but he's ready to go, man. I think if he comes to the Habs, he'll have an impact. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure of it, man. He'll fit in nice too with the other guys that are there, I believe.
So do you think how does he how does he reset the depth chart?
Oh,
Is he a kid that you want to put on the first line and just let him
you
grind
got
or
to give him the minutes. He's
okay.
got to be a top six forward for sure. Like I mean, he's gotta be line 1 or 2 for sure. I'm thinking probably won't be 1, but 2, maybe 3, but 2 for sure. Like this kid, he's capable of causing some damage, man. Like he'll be a beauty. He'll fit in there just perfect, I think, man.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I saw a couple of sources, including the Montreal Gazette,
Yes.
because .com. I don't know if anyone actually still reads the paper, but there was talking about how he's not the consensus number 1. There's 2 other guys that some people are
Hmm.
thinking that could be good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
one is oh my god, Juraj Slavkovsky.
Excuse
He,
the
yeah, he,
misspelling or
yeah.
sounding of the name.
I mean, I think unless there's a soft letter in
Where's he
there.
from?
He's Slovakian, but he's been playing in Finland.
Oh, okay. In like their actual like men's league, right? Like their pro league out there in
Yes, I
Finland.
don't know if it's a U21 team, but he's out
Um,
there, and a lot of people think that he's got a very bright future, and a lot of people think that he offers a different type of player than Shane Wright would.
Well, I seen this kid play in the Worlds there, and
Mhm.
he looked like a solid player. I mean, he looked like the only guy out on his team that knew how to actually play pro
Mhm.
hockey compared to the rest of his country. But
Yeah.
he seems talented. He's got numbers too, from what I was told. So seems like he
Okay,
knows
and
what
he
he's
was
doing.
on the junior team in December, or
Yes.
because I think maybe unless I misunderstood, he was on the Olympic roster as well for
Oh,
some
sorry,
hockey.
Olympic hockey. Yes, my bad.
Yeah,
Olympic hockey. Yes, sorry, that's what I
yeah,
meant. Olympic Worlds. Yes, Olympic. Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah,
yeah.
from what I've seen him play, I mean, he seemed like he knew what he was doing out there. Definitely. He seems to know how to
Yeah.
move a puck really nice. Again, it's just I don't know if that's what the Habs need though. Like I mean, any of
Yeah,
those top 3 would be nice, but you got to go with the number 1 stud, man. Like to me that's just how it is. Like you got to do it.
mhm.
It's what the team needs too. So why wouldn't you, right?
One of the pitfalls of having the number one pick in any draft, and obviously I'm a bigger football guy than a hockey guy. So when I look at a first round draft pick in the NFL, I'm always very aware of you could pick the best player. You take the best player available, or go with a need, even though you
Yes.
may be leaving an incredible player out there.
No,
But
for sure.
hockey is it works different system wise.
Yes.
So there are guys like a Connor McDavid or an Austin Matthews that you could just
Mhm.
plug in
Mhm.
anywhere and they're going to be the best player on your team almost immediately.
Yes. Yes.
Now, would do these guys offer the same thing? I guess Shane Wright would offer more of that type of impact
I
than
believe
Juraj.
Yeah, I believe so. And then that third guy you're talking about, he's from the States, I believe, right?
Yeah. So they don't really do junior hockey the same way we do here in Canada. Like if you play for the
No.
US developmental,
Or
you're like,
NCAA.
well,
That's the
yeah,
only
so they
two.
have
That's the
college.
only. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only two top. Like, there's the WHL, which has some American
Mhm,
teams, like cities in there, right?
mhm,
Like Spokane, and I think Seattle's got a team,
mhm.
and maybe one other or two other. I think after that, like
Yeah.
that's those, but they don't do junior hockey like we do junior hockey in
Yeah.
Canada at all.
They have a lot of developmental teams, and if you're part of the USA developmental program,
Yeah.
you're one of like say 200 kids or maybe that they're like grooming specifically.
Hmm.
And then a lot of them, like Logan Cooley here, he
Yes,
actually plays. He's a Golden Gopher for Minnesota.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the NCAA has been producing tons of talent for hockey
if
over
you
the last
if you
little
want to
while.
make if you want to make the NHL, man, and you are playing in the States, you got the NCAA is the route. Like it is
Hmm.
the like it's crazy. Like I mean, again, the Dub has got some teams, and yes, a lot of players are picked out of the WHL
Hmm.
to play in the NHL. But for the biggest, NCAA is the way to go if you're
Well,
down there,
bro,
man.
well, I mean, don't sell the QJ short.
No,
QJ's
but I'm talking. No,
produced some
I'm
talent.
talking I'm talking for states hockey, man. Right? You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah,
WHL has American hockey teams in it. So
yeah,
that's
but
what I'm
that
saying.
I think that's the existing franchises for the league rather than like the developmental system for certain kids. But like you're saying, like those teams are all very good. Like it's the W, the O, the Q,
And that's it. The
and that's
Dub, the
it
O, and the
for
Q.
that level
Yep.
of junior hockey.
Yes.
Yeah, but once you're playing NCAA, that's considered pro hockey comparatively to other leagues in the world. Like there's a lot of really good talent coming out of there.
That's comparable to the junior leagues here in Canada.
Yeah.
Like what I would say like
That would
that's
be cool to
comparable.
put together a little all-star team for NCAA and put them against the best of the
Oh,
juniors here.
oof, did those out of
Yeah.
those 3 leagues, man? Ooh, the juniors. Oof, that'd be a tough pool to pick from. You could
Yeah.
probably put 3 teams together with that.
Are you familiar with Logan Cooley or any of his work?
To be honest, man, I don't know too much about the kid.
Mhm.
I really don't. Um, I obviously he's got to be good considering he's in the battle for possibly being picked first,
Yeah. Apparently,
top
McKenzie
3.
let it leak that he talked to a bunch of scouts, and these were the three names.
Okay, cool.
But Shane Wright consistently comes up as obviously
There's
the
been
best
talks about
option.
this kid for a long time. So yeah, every like Shane Wright's name's been around for a while.
All right.
But again, I
So,
heard this draft pool isn't very deep either. So
well, that's what I was gonna say, right? Do you take a kid like Shane Wright, who's probably gonna make your team a lot better,
hmm
or do
hmm
you trade away from this pick? Again, I'm thinking from a football mentality. It doesn't work this really the same way in hockey. But do you trade out of the one spot and try to get more picks going forward?
depends.
You know,
And if your
like,
team,
is there a team that will really want Shane Wright bad enough to give up next year's first, this year's first, and then
but you
something
can't,
else?
but you can't. The thing is, dude, this is the first overall pick. There's a lottery draft, right? So you may not be getting first pick next year. You may get a first rounder.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. You're for whatever this team's first rounder ends up being. Yeah, because then you leave it really up to chance. You got to win the
Yes,
lottery twice.
like if you do, you take this kid and you trade him after the draft is done.
Okay, yeah, you take him and then see what you can get. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm from a football mentality when it comes to that.
There ain't so many number one busts in the NHL like there's in the NFL, bro.
Oh, I'm sure there's a fair amount.
Not as many, I don't think, though.
Alexander Daig.
Hey, he went on to have a nice fucking movie career back in his home country, man. He's good.
What, Quebec?
He was like in movies across seas or something. I heard, man. Like he was doing
Really?
some,
Good
something
for
like
good
that.
for, good for him.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see how this plays out.
I'm
And
excited. I can't
who
wait to
knows?
see.
Maybe they package it to go get a guy who's already established, right?
You
Like,
never
I
know.
don't know. Like, obviously, like Stamkos isn't an option, but
My
like,
my my thing is right now the Habs just gotta see what happens with Carey. That's gonna be
yeah,
the biggest thing for them right now.
yeah. There's no big name goaltender in this draft, right?
No, there's three, but no, I don't think a single one of them. No, that's not true. There is though. I looked at this recently too, and I can't remember, but
Hmm.
it's not like spectacular though. It's not like it's not like, oh my god, there's a Carey Price coming up, or like a, you know what I mean, like just
Yeah.
even like a, you're not getting that top. It's not a show like a goalie that's gonna make a difference. Really,
Yeah.
still needs to
Is it
be.
worth moving out of the first pick to move back and maybe go after that goalie instead of going after the
No, because
immediate
Montreal,
stud?
no. Montreal's got goalies in their farm systems that could become a number one goaltender. So no, Montreal does not need to worry about that right now. They have
Fantastic.
enough goaltenders in their system. They don't need to worry about drafting another one right now. I don't think.
Yeah. It's funny. We're a generation of kids that grew up watching Patty Roy, but there's a generation of kids that grew up watching fucking Jose Theodore win a Hart and a Vezina trophy. And then there's a
Well,
generation of kids
I mean,
that coming up now that have been watching Carey all these years.
Theodore, he was a thing with Montreal, and after that, he wasn't really a thing. So,
No, but I mean, he still managed to do it good for at least 2 seasons, enough to win the Hart Trophy.
and he was good at banging Paris Hilton too, but we won't go there.
Was he?
He's supposed to be cheating on his wife with her, man.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah, bro.
Ugh.
I know,
That's
right?
that's so 2004, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Oh, hey
I
man.
think that's when he got traded out of Montreal too. And I think I can't remember where though. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
All good.
Hey, when you win the George Vezina Trophy and the Hart Memorial in the same season,
Mhm.
you're able to start canoodling with the higher end girls of the world,
Yeah, no doubt.
the Paris Hiltons.
Just being a superstar in Montreal is probably hard enough to keep the girls out of your pocket, bro. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
forget about it.
Jesus.
I think it's great that the number one prospect, like there aren't two number one prospects, and one of them is a French Canadian.
Yeah.
Because Montreal would just be like, like, do you just do it because you've done it forever and it's obviously not working? It's like
I
Shane Wright from Kingston, or Gaetan Lefebvre, or
you, you know what, man? I don't even want to get into that. I love Montreal as the Canadians. They're my favorite team. But yeah, I have
yeah,
a lot of I have other things to say about the amount of hometown heroes they pick to put on their team.
it's just not great. And you know what? If you love your team, you got to be openly critical about it.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah, you got
enough.
to see the inboxes I get for this podcast, man. There's stuff I'm not even gonna say out loud. Like, we're just gonna keep plugging away, man. We'll get there, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Well,
So
we'll see what happens.
all that being
Hopefully
said,
Montreal
man.
does it. Hopefully
Yeah.
Montreal picks this kid. I think he deserves to go number one.
I mean, unless a dark horse comes out of nowhere, I think this is gonna end up being the move, and it would be the
I,
first time Montreal does something actually really smart with a really good resource.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so. I believe so. It's been a minute. We deserve it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So
uh,
the CEBL, the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
yes.
I
If
know
you
you've been
don't know,
itching. I
you're
know you've
about to
been.
know.
Yeah, I know you've been itching to get into this. There you
Dude,
go.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I love
The
this.
Montreal Alliance is the 9th or 10th team to join the league.
There was 3 teams that joined at around the same time. So there were Scarborough, Montreal, and Newfoundland.
That's
And
amazing.
if I'm
What a
correct,
logo, eh?
yeah, it's different.
Look at that. I
It's
like
different.
that.
But you know, it's cool. I like it. I like it. I mean, yeah, I'm pumped for this, man. Like just like I've been following this league since it started in 2019. Like the
Is there a Winnipeg team?
let's get to that a
All
little
right,
bit
all right,
later in
all
this
right.
conversation.
The floor
Let's
is
hold
yours,
up.
Senator.
I got something to talk about with that. But so this league was founded in 2017. League's first season started with 6 teams only. In 2019, I think Edmonton holds 2 championships, and now there is 3
A
new
dynasty.
teams. It just started, so yeah. I think 2020 was a write-off. That's why it didn't, because of COVID, right? So
Yeah.
2019 and 2021, Edmonton won both. So I believe it's
Excuse me.
10 teams throughout
Yeah.
6 provinces, 4 of
Mhm.
those teams being in Ontario. Alberta's got no, yeah, BC's got one, Alberta's got one, Edmonton's got one, or no, that's Alberta, sorry.
Mhm.
Ontario's got the others, Quebec's got one, and Newfoundland's got one. So
I
the
saw
Growlers, the
Fraser
Alliance,
somewhere.
yeah, I think yeah, Fraser. Damn, I think they play out of Abbotsford to be exact. I'm not gonna lie, I really do
Okay.
think it's Abbotsford,
And
but
is that Alberta?
no, Abbotsford is BC.
Ah.
Edmonton is the Stingers. Saskatoon, I think's got a team, the Rattlers,
Okay.
and
So
then
I got them here, and the logos are actually pretty rad.
they are
The
dope,
Ni-
man.
the Niagara River Lions,
That's it. Yes, the River Lions. Yeah.
the Montreal Alliance,
Yep.
the Edmonton Stingers,
hmm
the I don't know what city it is. It just says Growlers basketball.
That's Newfoundland.
That's Newfoundland.
Yes, they have a hockey
Uh,
team named the same thing in the ECHL.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, man.
The Saskatchewan Rattlers,
Yep.
the Scarborough Shooting Stars,
Shooting Stars. Yep. Montreal Alliance and Newfoundland. Those are the 3 new teams.
uh, Guelph Nighthawks,
hmm
and I believe the Fraser Valley Bandits,
Bandits. Yep.
Ottawa Blackjacks, and
Yes.
obviously I've got to go for my hometown team. But if they don't get it done, the Hamilton Honey Badgers.
Yes, the Hamilton Honey Badgers.
I
Yeah,
think this idea is freaking brilliant.
dude.
There's so
Like,
much more Canadian talent in the NBA and the G League and all
well,
these
this is it.
developmental leagues in Europe. It's all over the place. So now if we could start nurturing the stuff homegrown.
And we know the country's got talent, man. We're starting to draft pick Canadians left and right nowadays,
Mm-hmm,
man. It's
mm-hmm.
great, and not even just for Toronto, but I mean like all throughout the NBA. There's actual star talent. There ain't no Bill Wellingtons anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You know
no,
what I
we got
mean? We got
there's a
studs.
Canadian who's the proud owner of back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now he
It's
was the only name worth mentioning for a long, long time. Obviously, we're talking about Steve Nash,
Steve
but
Nash for sure.
yeah. But
No, but
now look at the league. Look at Wiggins and what's his name? Is it Oubre? Is Oubre Canadian? I believe.
there was a. You remember how I was mentioning first round pick busts, right? First
Yes.
number 1 overall bust. There's a Canadian who's that bust too for
Uh,
basketball.
the one from Cleveland. Uh,
Yeah. Fuck.
Anthony
Anthony
Bennett.
Bennett. Yep.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Garbage.
They packaged them in the deal to go get Love, I believe.
Yes, I think it was right. Yeah.
Wiggins and Bennett went to go get Love.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
This is true. I think out of the 10 teams that are in this league right now, I think only 3 of them are privately owned.
Okay. So
Yeah, the other
everything's
ones are actually owned.
city sourced.
Yeah, the other ones are actually owned by the guy who owns and runs the CEBL, right? So it's good though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he formed the league with 6 teams, and I think those, and then like I think Newfoundland and I think actually Newfoundland and Scarborough might be the only 2 teams, if I'm correct, that are. Wait, here I got it on my notes here somewhere.
I'd love to go to a
Yes,
Newfie
yes.
basketball game.
So the Newfoundland Growlers and the Scarborough Shooting Stars are the only 2 teams that are individually owned. The other
That's
teams are
cool.
owned by the actual league. So, and to mention, the GM for this team, the Montreal Alliance, man,
Mhm.
who are playing out of Verdun actually in Montreal. A nice court too, it looks like.
Verdun Auditorium or
Yeah, they're playing out of the auditorium in Verdun.
nice.
Yeah, everyone knows him. Joel Anthony, two-time NBA champ for the Miami
Yeah.
Heat. Your
Played
team,
for the Heat.
give it up,
Home, yeah.
right? Like, it's good, man. This league is exciting.
Hometown boy.
I've literally seen a few players come out of this league from last season and make their way and actually touch the NBA this season, man. So it's exciting, man. It's on CBC Sports.
Mhm.
That's where you can watch the games, or you can off their feed CEBL live stream. They have their own little TV thing. You can on air. You can check out the games. They have a like sponsors with Spalding and New Era, and like this league's going somewhere. I'm telling you, man. Like it
I
literally
think
is.
that's amazing. Like, not everything has to be the top shelf of the top shelf. You know what I mean?
No, no,
You have to build steps. Like, you can't just have guys who play rec league basketball and all of a sudden they go to the NCAA. You have to build tiers, and if you don't build it yourself, no one's gonna give you free access to the G League. Give us 90 Canadians and let's see what we can get out of them. You know?
I've sent this, like when I found out Montreal got a team on social media, I started sending it to all my homeboys back home in Montreal, right?
Yeah.
People who didn't even know that this league even existed, and they're like, "What? What is this, man? Like, what?" And now I just got everybody I sent that to just hooked, man. Like, yo, can't wait, gonna check out games, gotta see this, cause it looks dope. Like, it's competitive basketball, man. It's part of the FIBA too, man. So it's tied in with Canadian basketball. So it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be good. I'm excited for this. I'm happy the city of Montreal got a team. They deserve one. Still waiting for my city to get one. I've definitely threw it out in the comments on social media. What about Winnipeg? And all I keep getting is so we'll see, man.
As soon as Be Real returns my email and Dr. Green Thumb sponsors the podcast, we'll go out and we'll buy the Winnipeg franchise.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's a little here's a little information. Winnipeg has had 2 pro basketball teams.
Mm-hmm.
At the Winnipeg Thunder back in the day, they used to play at the old Winnipeg Arena. That's before my time of being here. A guest that we have coming on soon could tell you all about it. He was a huge fan of them. Then that league folded, I believe, and then another league started. I think it was called the ABA, and they brought in the Winnipeg Cyclones. They were here for a bit, and they played out of the convention center downtown. It was mediocre. It was kind of like low budget. I just wish, oh man, I wish I could remember the coach. There was an NBA coach, like an NBA ex-NBA player, like big name player too, who was a coach for, I believe, the Cyclones. I just can't remember his name right now. I'm gonna get
Latrell
hate for
Sprewell is coaching in Winnipeg. Like,
no. It was no like old school, buddy. Like I'm talking 80s, maybe even 70s shit. Like this guy was like
okay.
old school shit, like Dr. J era maybe or something like that. You know what I mean? I just can't think right now. But anyway, besides that, I'll take the hits on that, man. I'll get yelled at
It's
for
all
that
right.
one.
I
But
think
yeah,
it's
it was.
I think it's
I
super
was.
dope.
So I'm hoping maybe Winnipeg could eventually get a team here. We love basketball here. I've played some of the best basketball in my life in this province. I've witnessed some of the best like basketball of my life in this province. Like it deserves it. Winnipeg deserves a team here. But this league is going to be something for you to keep your eye on, man. I'm telling you right now.
Let's take a quick peek at that roster.
Oh yeah, the drafts, who we picked.
Yeah.
That's
See
right.
the guys on the team. Boom. Right off the bat, I see a lot of homegrown names. Montreal, we got
for sure.
Montreal, Ottawa, Montreal, Saint Marie, Quebec.
Yeah,
Montreal, Montreal. This guy's from somewhere in Greece. Saidis Skiroulis.
Yes. That boy can play ball. I've looked into that boy. I've been like every time I see a player pop up, I go and I check out their stats and shit and see where they came from, man. I don't know. I like underdog leagues. I like anything Canadian. So I follow this, man. You know what I mean? It's what I do. I don't know. I love it.
Well, good that we have a podcast called Into the North where we're gonna make it a point to touch on these things.
Yes,
these homegrown
man.
leagues.
I can't wait.
Kids from the neighborhood trying to make it. That's what we're all about, Corey Chan.
Yo, I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about like after the first game, man. After the home opener for the Alliance, man. Even just of the league, like it's gonna be good, man. This season, it's gonna be great, man.
Tell you what, we'll check in a little bit on them, and hopefully, our home team and the rest of the league does well.
Yeah, man. I'm down. I can't wait.
Now let's get into one of your favorite subjects.
Oh boy, here we go.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed GOAT in the history of football. Mr. Tom Brady has signed the biggest broadcasting deal in the history of broadcasting deals.
Are you surprised?
I didn't know that was going to be his next move. I thought,
are you surprised?
There he is. Look at Tommy Thumbs, because the only rings that don't have fingers on him is his thumbs.
Dude. It's the only way the man's gonna retire is if he had a deal to still have his
Yeah.
fucking face on TV. Like,
Yeah.
ah,
Look
I
at
hate looking at that smirk.
that.
Don't get me wrong, man. I'll give you it. He's the GOAT. He's definitely the greatest quarterback of all time, but ah, can't stand
Yeah,
looking at this
it's rough
man.
going. So he signed a deal with Fox to be their lead anchor to do all their big games, but the deal is contingent on him retiring.
Yeah,
So he's still going to play this season,
yeah,
which I mean, if I didn't have to get cracked in the skull over and over again and I had 375 million dollars for a 10-year contract sitting there waiting for me, I think maybe I call it quits early. But apparently the deal's signed, they're just waiting for him to come.
man. If this man's not careful, he's not gonna be able to do this broadcasting thing. Like, I don't know, man.
Well, you don't want him slurring and stuttering when he's up there, right? But look,
Well,
we saw the success of Romo.
if anybody knows CFL, there's a guy called Matt Dunnigan who does broadcasting for the CFL, and that guy's a stumbling fool too because too many concussions.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I like all the best for Brady, I guess. You know what I mean? Good on him
yeah.
for
No guts, no glory.
taking this leap, I guess, into broadcasting. I think he'll do okay.
Well, a
I
lot of
just,
people were wondering
ah,
what he was gonna do, right? Because he could
yeah.
do anything. He's a model. He owns all kinds of has all kinds of business interests.
Mhm,
His
mhm.
wife is the biggest supermodel in the world. He can just chill and get fat. Everyone was
Yeah,
wondering what the hell he wanted to do, and now, so look, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, who did all the big games for Fox, they
yeah,
both left to take over Monday night on ESPN.
yep,
Their combined salaries to take over the biggest job in football broadcasting, he's
yep.
gonna make more per season.
I know that's insane, but you know what? It's Brady. Like, I mean, his name, just to have his name on any like thing like that you own is gonna make you money. So people are gonna
Absolutely.
tune in to see this guy's fucking smirk.
Look at his face. Of course, he's gonna love it. And
There's no way
broadcasting
Brady
says
could
Tom
ever stay
Brady,
out.
hate him if you want.
There's no way Brady could stay out of the public eye, man. He's got to be a camera like spotlight on him at all
Some
times. It's
people
just
are
what he
born
does,
for it,
man.
bro.
He gets a high off it, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I bet it's
We'll see
when
if he
you're.
does a good job, man. I don't know. See if he
Yeah.
could read first off.
Well, yeah. Well, look. Apparently, his greatest attribute is his stuff in the film room. Film, film, film. He said it himself. He said it in all kinds of interviews. He loves going over film, watching it, rewatching it. It's never a chore for him. Some
I'm gonna.
quarterbacks they hate doing any kind of film whatsoever, but for him, he loved it. It was his favorite thing to do. So as an analyst, send him all the film you got. And when you look at the success of Tony Romo breaking down plays, reading,
Yeah, true,
you know,
true, true. You're right.
I super dig listening to a smart person explain a thing to me.
I just don't like hearing his voice. That's my issue. I may have to mute this or watch another station or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, man. I just do not like this man. But
Well,
whatever. Good for
as a
him.
diehard Redskins slash football team slash Commanders fan,
Yeah.
if I could give a little bit of props to Tony Romo for being really 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 good at his job, maybe you can let
Ah,
a little off the leash on Brady. I'm just saying.
hey, man, you got me to say he's the GOAT. Like, I mean, I'll give you
Eh,
that. You know what I mean? But I just can't stand this man. I don't like looking at him.
yeah, it's fine.
Please
It's
get
fine.
that photo off. Get that photo off. I'm done.
Get him out of here.
Ah,
Anyways, it's the biggest deal ever signed in broadcasting history. We'll see what happens, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
damn
that.
you. Damn you
The
and all
only
those rings.
look at his thumbs. His thumbs look so
Oh,
empty.
oh, oh. Here's a little side note here. I was
Oh my
watching the
god, is that look, it's over his wedding band.
Speaking about goats, I was watching the Miami and how much money this guy makes. I was watching the Miami F1 race there,
Yeah.
and I came across there was a point where the camera zoomed in on him, Michael Jordan, and Lewis Hamilton, like three of the
Oh,
biggest goats in all their sports, right?
that's a goat pen.
And like the comments and social media were like, "Holy, these men can end world hunger. This is worth too much money. The
Mhm.
load of money this, the money that, the money this. Like it's just crazy." It was
I,
just yeah, it was nuts.
it's
It's
great to
stardom
see.
right there, like just stars everywhere in there. It's just
Yeah, man.
nuts.
Well, F1 definitely brings that out.
For
It's
sure.
funny about Lewis Hamilton. Maybe it's just the modern era of F1, but like when we think about the all-time greats, people say Schumacher and they say Ayrton Senna. Where's the chatter for Hamilton as the GOAT? Because he's been killing
Um,
it for 15 years now.
just so you know, he is the goat, man.
Okay.
Like I watch this
How
every
many world
Sunday.
championships is he at?
Tied for with Schumacher right now.
Yeah.
Needs
7.
one more, and it's not going to happen this season. His car's struggling hard right now.
Really, eh?
Hard. Should have won
It's
it last year. There was a controversy, he crashed at the end, and
yeah.
there was some shit that happened, and it was bad. But
Because
yeah,
the rude boy, what's his name? The rough German kid,
no Verstappen.
Max Verstappen, exactly.
But there was a
Yo,
crash by a Montreal homeboy named Latifi. He crashed his car, and then like some bullshit controversial call was made. Verstappen was allowed to catch up, and it was bad. It was bad. Lewis Hamilton lost his opportunity of passing Schumacher. So we'll see. See what
is
happens.
does Max Verstappen drive for
Red
Scuderia
Bull.
Toro Rosso or Red Bull Racing?
Red Bull
Okay.
Racing. Yeah. He's on top of the world right now, that kid.
Yeah.
And that's another guy I hate just as much as I hate Tom Brady.
Who, Max Verstappen?
Oh, I can't stand him.
Don't ever resent success, Corey Chan, because it's gonna keep its ass away from you.
You know
Brother.
what? I like success without being a dick about it. He's a dick.
All right, fair
And
enough.
he's a baby. Don't be a baby. And Tom Brady's a fucking baby.
Well,
So
see,
that's why I don't like the man.
That's a matter of style, right?
That's why I don't like the man. You know what I mean? He's a baby.
Fair enough. All right.
He always argues about every time he gets touched or something goes. I don't like it. That's what I don't like about Tom Brady. Not that he doesn't have game. The boy can ball the fuck out. But his mouth just does not stop. Like a basketball player I know. But we'll get onto that another time.
That's coming up.
Mm.
Yeah. Speaking of coming up, we got a couple of wild things. First of all, once again, I want to send a special shout out to Lori for being on the special Mother's Day episode.
Yes. Thank you, Lori.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori. It was a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
Absolutely killed it. We had such a great time making it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, please go back and check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. We're getting it's getting kind of tough for guests because Shaki killed it, Lori killed it.
I know, man.
Yeah,
I know.
We're setting the bar high.
No doubt, though, man. Like that last epi, ooh, that was great, man. That last one with Lori was awesome. I enjoyed doing that one. That was a lot of fun.
And we got a big one coming on Sunday. Our first Winnipeg entry into the guest book.
We do. My boy Forzy.
Yeah, Forzy.
Ryan Forsyth, good homeboy of mine. Known him since 1999. Got introduced to him when I came out here for a visit. And yeah, been buddies ever since. I can't wait to bring him on and introduce to you boys.
That's fantastic. You know, one of the whole ideas that we had when we started putting this thing together was let's try to get as much, because it's easy because both of us know tons of people back here, and I don't know any of your Winnipeg people, but I don't give a shit. I want as much Winnipeg people as we can get on. We want to represent for both cities and, you know, the North in general, right? So
for sure,
I'm super excited we got another Winnipeg guy lined up that's going to be super interesting too. But right now, let's deal with what's on our plate. So Forzy's coming on. That's going to be coming out early next week.
Yep.
We're rolling, Chan. Things are looking good, man. We're doing all right.
Yeah. So for all you guys don't know, Forzy, my homie, he's a big shoe head, big sneaker head. If you're into shoes or even just collections, like this guy's got collections of all kinds of stuff, like cards, shoes, 90s memorabilia, 80s memorabilia. Like he's a huge Jordan fan. Like he's crazy. Wait, I can't wait to show you guys this guy's shoe collection. It's unbelievable.
If you're a kid, like if you came up like us, loving all that stuff from the 80s and 90s, this is gonna definitely be a great watch. Both of our Winnipeg guests are gonna be great watch if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna be touching just mostly on Forzy's shoe collection he's got time, but he's definitely a guest.
I love sneakers, but I'm not the type I don't understand the vastness of collecting sneakers. But hopefully somebody who's serious about it could help explain it to us and our fans, man. So
this man will definitely show us what's it all about, man. Trust me. He'll definitely get you on the right path on learning on everything you need to know about being a sneakerhead, bro.
Yep. And of course, we're gonna keep grinding. Anything you guys want to hear, let us know. Any topics you want us to get into, anything that we got wrong, anything we got right. I'm getting all kinds of people popping into the inbox.
Yo, I got keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, sorry, this Filipino lady I work with. She's like, I watched the interview with your friend's mom on Sunday, and she dropped me an Asian grocer that's closer to home that we may not have known about.
Yo, dope, nice, man, nice.
That's super cool, man. That's dope. It's like, wow, you actually watched it and you enjoyed it.
Yo, like for instance, this week, man, like I showed you guys there. I had a homie I haven't talked to in I don't know, 7 years, man. I haven't heard from this guy, seen him. He just drops in on my Instagram messenger or whatever there, and he's just like, "Yo, just letting you know I check out the podcast. You guys doing great. Like it's good to hear the feedback, man. Negative and like just throw us out what you guys are feeling. What you want to hear. What you want to what we can improve on, even like or you know what I mean. Like just anything. Like we're down for all the information. So please just let us know. Hit us up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's it's great to know that people are enjoying themselves and they
Yeah,
give a
man.
shit. That's what we're
Yeah,
out here,
man.
man. We're out
For
here repping
sure.
for you guys, man. We're trying to tell you the
Absolutely.
shit you want to hear in a way you want to hear it. Or don't
Yes.
want to hear it, but at least
Yeah.
it's something you can enjoy. And you got something to drink there, Corey Chan?
I do, brother. I do
Put it in
right
the
here.
air because this is
Hold up, hold
wrapping
up,
up.
hold up, hold up. 1 second. Let me pour. Let me
Yeah.
pour a little bit here. Let me pour a little bit. There we go. There we go.
So we're not counting the Gila Fleur episode because that was a special side bonus episode.
Yes, yes.
But put your glass to the air for episode 10.
Yo,
We are officially into double digits, my brother.
nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
To many more.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep an eye out for that Forza interview. If you haven't seen the interview with Ma, aka Larry Cloudsdale, please
Get
go
on
back
it.
and check that out.
Get
It's a
on
lot of
it.
fun.
Yes.
And we ain't stopping, man. We're rolling. We've got tons of content on the way.
Coming.
We're working on all kinds of different stuff. We're still working on our mixtapes to get out to you guys, so that should be done in the next little bit.
That's right. That's right.
We're not all overachievers like Joey. Get it done in the first.
But we'll get on that. We'll get on that. Yeah. Life
But
gets in the way sometimes, but we'll keep it up.
Yeah. So nothing but love to everybody out there. And
Right
for
on.
Corey Chan, I'm Don the Jeweler. Have a good night. Stay safe. Say goodnight to the bad guys.
Peace.
Episode 10, baby.
Yeah, yeah.